Okay, this has been in the back of my mind for quite some time now, and probably after this video, you'll never see the characters the same way again. So I was just talking to my friends on Discord randomly one day and said, a little off topic, but have you noticed that Rosa doesn't have any eyelids? Wait, what? Let's look at Rosa's eyes and then look at another female's eyes. You can clearly see the difference. Obviously, this is because Rosa was a recolor of Skylar, who was previously a male. Just a design detail that was slightly missed. However, despite being a production error, I think it was hinting to something. So hear me out when I say this. When built, the Chuggers are all built genderless, meaning that the Chuggers are all technically non-binary or sexless. They don't need a biological sex since they are brand new trains made from literal factories. It's been mentioned a few times on the show that every Chugger has a voice box, and that said voice box gives, well, you know, voices. And if you want an excuse why they changed the cast for season 6, here's your answer. As shown, a voice box can be worn out or stopped completely, and there are two ways of fixing this. 1, using oil to release the rust inside, or 2, remove the box entirely and replace it with a new one. So technically what that means is that a person could just remove the original voice and replace it to a sound that makes it masculine or feminine. And something to relate to that, it's not as big, but it's worth mentioning. As you already know, Emery in the original dub is a male, but in the Polish dub, Emery is a female. I say this now because Emery later becomes male in season 6. He changed his voice box. Now in terms of the eyelids, as I said before, to me, I believe those are attachments. Something the designer puts on as a way of telling us what gender they want their Chugger to be. Okay, now that we have all this info together, let's process how a Chugger could be built. A Chugger is drawn out with the blueprints. Once the Chugger is built, they are given a voice box. One with a male voice, or they can choose a female's voice. If they want to, they can add eyelid extenders if they want to show that their character is a female, or if they just want to give their Chugger some flair. Pop it at the factory and boom, choo-choo's made. Now honestly, I'm still trying to cope through this theory. And the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Or maybe I'm just going way too deep in the simple animation error. Yeah, that's probably it. I really need to talk to people.